They don't want to go sit there and provide for a man long term. And if they do, they end up in a really fucked up relationship like she did. So my thing is, I look at it as, if I'm supposed to be the leader, I'm supposed to be the dominant one, I'm the one that's responsible for protecting and providing for you, it's my job to make sure that you're secure. And a big part of you being secure is me being secure in myself to handle it and not bringing problems to your front door and having you deal with my masculine problems. It puts you in a very uncomfortable situation, especially if we have kids or we have a family or whatever. I'm responsible for that. So if I'm sitting here bringing my problems to you when it's not, quite frankly, your problem, it could cause issues. And I think a big problem why so many relationships fail is because men aren't providers, they're not protectors, and they think that it's okay to open up to their women. But this is some new age that makes men soft. And I don't think men are men because they think it's okay to open up to women. I don't think it's okay to open up to women because women are emotional. And since you guys are emotional, you might not be able to deal with our problems the same way that we deal with ours. And I think on a man, it's your job to not be emotional in front of your girl, at least, and control your emotions.
Wow.
Ladies, do you know
Wow.
So
what
funny.
place has the most emotional men on planet Earth?
America.
Wait.
I'm gonna say it again. Do you know what places in America, or for example, the world, have the most emotional men? Anybody know?
In America?
Maybe like Latin America.
No, I don't know.
Prison.
Oh.
Because those guys said, you know what? Fuck it. Emotions, I'm let it out. And they do things that are irrational and they end up in jail. So you want emotions, but you don't understand how men can actually act out or what could happen to you in that scenario.
Yeah,
you don't
like
know.
some guys, will scream when they get angry. Some guys will, cry uncontrollably. Some guys will punch walls. Some guys will enact violence.
You never know.
So women say they want.
Vulnerability is just emotions. Like
I think
because I view vulnerability like opening up to someone,
Yeah.
not necessarily crying
Yeah,
or getting
Well, but here's the
angry.
thing,
emotional
when you-
intelligence
that's-
is not the
see-
same thing as like
Being
emotion.
vulnerable.
But you guys
right?
don't get it. That like when you're opening up and you're vulnerable, like emotions are raw. They can't be. A lot of the times, they might show the rear its ugly head in a way where they might not be able to control it. That's what I'm saying. Like it's better to just control them and deal with them as a man. Or if you are going to open up to other men that will understand your struggles. Like
I do agree
women
with that.
don't understand the masculine experience, and the reason why you guys don't understand the masculine experience is because you guys are women, and that's fine. But men have a way harder life than women do, especially in 2024, than women do. So you guys are not going to understand the pressures that we go through and the problems that we have to deal with. So I don't think it really benefits me to tell you my problems, because all it's going to do is make you lose a surety in me. It's going to make you lose confidence in me. It's going to make you stressed out because now, I don't know what I'm going to do. What the fuck? I'm responsible for this family, and I'm telling you I don't know what I'm going to do.
Right.
Women are hardwired to be attracted to men that have their shit together and are leaders and are dominant. There's a reason why, like, women look for men who are taller, stronger, make more money, confident, ambitious. These are all security features, right? Women look for security value, men look for attraction value, right? We want replication value, you guys want survival value. So if I display traits that show that I'm not capable of allowing us to survive, being unsure, not being able to provide, being weak, being feeble, not being able to be decisive in my decision making, etc. These are all turnoffs to most women. Now, and I know some of you guys are sitting here saying, well, no, I won't get turned off. I'll have more attraction for you. That's a bunch of fucking bullshit. And what I've realized is this. Women are never really honest about what they're attracted to, because the things that women are attracted to are kind of fucked up. You want a guy that's better than you in every degree. And for you to sit there as a female and say, well, I want a guy that makes more money than me, is stronger than me, is able to make better decisions than I am, is better than me in every way. That kind of makes you look like shit as a female, to be honest about what you're really attracted and aroused by. So women have to say dumb shit like, open up to me, I love vulnerability.
What?
Right? Like she said earlier. Because it's politically correct to sit there and say, men are emotional too and they should be able to open up. But the reality is women are not attracted to these things. They might say that they're attracted to them, but once it rears its ugly head, you're like, ew, what the fuck? Like,
what the
you know,
fuck,
because
nigga?
women will sit there and say, I like a dad bod, until you fucking get a guy with a dad bod and then you cheat on him. Right? Or they'll sit there and say, I'll support you even though you're broke. And then they'll do it for a few months and they're like, man, fuck this shit. This is annoying.
Yep.
Like, women will sit there and say they like certain things, but then once they see these things come in their man, it's a fucking problem.
Can I say
It's a
something?
weakness.
Whether it is
Wait, hold
what
on.
I like or not, it's really hard to meet it's really hard to meet a man that has spent his whole life holding in his emotions because of all of those things. I'm not saying it's right or wrong what I want, yes, but it's really, really hard to meet another human being that they say, because I was a man, I was not able to show. And then, so that's why I think when it comes to the wife, maybe that is where you open up to, because it's like, okay, now we're locked
No,
in.
hell
No,
no.
you
But
don't.
Hell
up
fucking
in,
no.
no, but
Bro,
see
no, you
that.
don't.
See,
No,
so
you don't.
I'm
No.
so sorry.
No, you
My
don't.
mom was not toxic, so,
So,
my mom didn't throw
look,
anything that my
hold on,
father, even
hold on.
things that she should have
Hold on.
thrown in his
Weakness,
face.
weakness.
Hold on. With the divorce rates as high as they are and the way women are nowadays, it is definitely not a good idea to open up to your wife.
Hell no.
I think men should open up to other men, to their buddies, not to girls, not to women at all.
Yep.
Because women are not, again, like I said before, they're not equipped to
So what
handle
happens when
masculine
you're a
problems.
woman and this is my husband and my husband is a ball of issues because he opens up to his friends but he doesn't open up to me. So now I'm dealing with an emotionally, because that's what you're saying is creating
Are you
an
gonna solve his
emotionally
problems?
blocked person.
You ain't gonna solve his
Are you gonna
problems.
solve
No,
You're
I
a
didn't.
man?
All right, so
What am I going to tell you
do
what
I
you
think?
can't solve?
So do I think? So back to our question. I don't think that
No, answer
me
it.
getting involved, helping you find a job like your mother, is different. But you
It's not
saying,
different. It's just
"Hey,
his issues.
I'm going through this in between, and you know what? I feel sad because I can't really provide for you right now." And then that opens up the door for the woman to say, "You know what? I understand that." So I just think it's a fine line. I'm not saying
You-
either or is wrong, but I can tell you,
Earlier-
Fuck the
even to
fine
me, a
line.
successful
Create no
man
line.
who's completely financially stable and emotionally a wreck is no better than meeting a man who's financially
You
poor.
earlier
Again, you just said
brought up two
earlier you
scenarios.
preferred the guy just handle the problem and get it
No,
done.
no. I said first of all, I said two. I said would it probably be more attractive, but would that create a healthy relationship? Maybe, maybe not. It depends on individuals
Fuck the
because
maybes, bro.
some
Okay,
women
man.
don't want that. Some
No.
women it is maybes because some
Fuck
women
what they
don't
want.
want
Look,
that.
Fuck what they want, man. You marry me. I don't care what the fuck they want, man.
Most of the girls at the table preferred the last option because that's a man's job is to just figure shit out and get it done.
Yeah.
Now you said that and you said, oh well, I'll help him and stuff, but yeah, for how long? Every girl is different. Some girls might support you for a month. Some girls might support you for 6
Yep.
months. Some girls might support you
No,
for a year.
I didn't mean
6 years.
financial.
But-
I said absolutely no
but-
financial help. I said I will emotionally
Okay,
help,
so
like
then
be
what the
like.
fuck? How
What
does
are you
that
saying
help?
then?
See, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, how does that help you emotionally help? Like, that's like, for men, like we're about solutions. The problem. This is the difference between men and women. When men have a problem, they typically are looking for a solution. When women have a problem, you guys are looking for sympathy. You
Well,
will tell
I can't
your
provide
girlfriends
you
your
with
problem.
another job because that's really the solution is you getting another job. Even if I help you
if
for 6
can't-
months, that's
and if you can't do
that's
that,
creating
then it's
codependency rather than
pointless.
help.
Then it's pointless for me to even tell you if you can't.
Exactly.
If you can't help
What's
me,
the
that's what
point?
I'm trying to explain to you is that when women have problems and they talk to each other, they just want to be heard. When men have problems, a lot of times, and we talk to each other, we're trying to find a fucking
No, I
solution.
believe that.
So since we are different in how we vent our problems, where men are looking for solutions, women are just looking to be heard. It doesn't benefit me to go to a person, my female, who won't be able to help me a lot
But
of
if
the
you
times.
went through
I'd be better off
if you went through hell
going
in
to
the-
my guys who would be able to probably give me some practical advice,
Yep.
understand, sympathize, and then I keep my masculinity intact while my woman show her that I'm a strong leader. She don't need to see me behind the scenes
Yep.
crying and sobbing and not knowing what the fuck I'm gonna do. I could do that. I could reserve that for my guy friends because she doesn't have to deal with my fucking problems. She won't be able to help me with my
But
problems
it's
anyway.
different when you're a woman and you've
And-
experienced a hurt man like that. That's tough.
Man,
It's
come on,
easier to
man.
say that as a woman, as a man, because
They're
I
talking to their
agree
friends.
you.
They're venting to their friends. They don't need to
Their
vent to
friends
you.
aren't therapists
But why would I
either
want to
to,
go
like,
through
give
you?
them
Want
good
my man to go
advice.
through 6 months of hell and I don't know nothing about it because he wants to be a strong man.
Yeah.
Like,
They're not just gonna
Yeah.
act like normal.
personally, that's not it for me.
Well, personally, you're still single, so yeah, I
True.
mean, keep it like that, man.
No, by
Because
choice
the MMA,
though.
you have
No, but
baggage.
you're also
It's not
single
by
and you're not
choice.
married
Hey,
either.
Hey,
so
I'm happy. You
Look,
know,
I'm
It's-
happy
it's-
too.
no,
I'm
you're not
very happy, and I
Look.
have choices and my
See,
pick of the litter.
look,
so
look,
that has
look.
nothing to
See,
this
man, you're a
society.
pump and dump.
This
Chris,
society, no,
hold on,
this
hold on, hold on.
society
Stop,
is not
stop,
the same
stop for
as
2
when my
seconds.
parents
Stop for
were
2
married.
seconds.
Bro,
Stop for 2 seconds.
man, not-
You mentioned a man going through 6 months of hell, etc. A man's experience, men must suffer. Women don't. Men are built on trauma.
Who
and
said women don't
overcoming it.
suffer? We have our periods. We give birth. That's suffering.
Okay.
Bro.
It's to each his own.
I'm talking about real suffering. I'm talking about suffering as in where it's not a choice. You have to go out there and get it. Like men,
not wrong, guys.
men
He's not
must suffer. Men must endure to become a man. There's a rite of passage for becoming a man, right?
true.
Women value experience, men value inexperience. So we don't want a girl that's all traumatized and fucked up, right? Because she ends up being a whore a lot of the times. Women, on the other hand, want a man that's been through some trauma and been able to overcome it and get on the other side better. So you're saying, oh, well, I want my man to know if he's been going through hell for 6 months. What you don't realize is he probably went through hell to be in a position to even be attracted to you in the fucking first place.
Yeah,
so my
but
thing is,
see-
hold on. The male experience and the female experience is completely different, and women have zero idea of the male experience. And I'm telling you,
That's not
men
true. I know so many
must
women who
suffer.
go through so many things right now. But you know why? Because men are not providing. They're not doing the things
Okay,
to make
but
women
that's-
not
but
have
that's
to
not
suffer
ideal.
more, and nor do they want to.
Okay, they made a choice.
So
They made a
now
choice.
women are working for, and as women, we fought for freedom. We fought to
So you have a
vote.
choice
So
to
now
make.
we
But
have
that
to.
still
Yeah.
proves-
So you
but
made
that
it
still
right.
proves
Hold
that a
on.
man suffers.
Yo.
Wait, but that still
do you-
proves the point that
be
a
quiet
man
for 2
suffers
seconds.
more.
Do you not understand that what I'm trying to explain to you is that we don't give a fuck about a woman suffering? Like, a woman suffering doesn't make her more attractive, but a man suffering does, because you're able to overcome it and adapt. Women want men that are resourceful and able to deal with
I think
obstacles.
to each his own, because
Yeah,
I don't
I
agree
agree
with
with
anything
that.
you're saying.
I think it's on the
and that's
individual.
to each his own. I
Okay,
don't
hold
agree
on,
with that.
hold on. Why do men value virgins?
Maybe
Since the
because
beginning
they
of time,
haven't been
in
touched
every
before by
different
another
culture,
man.
in
Because
every
they
single
haven't been touched
culture,
by another man.
every demographic of religion, why do men value women that are chaste and virgins?
I think because they haven't been touched by another man.
Okay. So lack of experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what men value.
Less trauma.
Less
Yep.
trauma.
Yep.
That's what we value. So if a woman is going through suffering and trauma and all this other shit, like, we don't like that. We don't
Yeah.
want a
the
girl
more-
like that.
Bro.
Well, then that's true. That's you might as well get a plastic doll because your mama has been through years of suffering.
Hey.
Suffering, whether you know
We're
about
not
it or
trying to
not.
fuck our moms, all right?
It doesn't matter, but it's a woman. Your mom is a woman, so women go through a lot of traumas.
Listen,
I think that we shouldn't be speaking.
to-
I think men should be men and go through what they go through, and women should be women. I don't think one is less
Yeah.
or better than the other or more. Now, back in the days,
You're
I
missing
do
the point
think
here.
men.
You're
used
missing the
to-
biggest point that I'm
missed the
making
point.
here, which is trauma and resilient men are attractive. Men that are able to overcome. We don't give a shit about a woman's trauma because it doesn't make us more attracted to a girl that's been through a bunch of shit. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. So, as the man, right, if my girl comes to me and says, I got fired from my job, oh my God, fuck. I'm like, it's okay, don't worry about it. I got us. It don't fucking matter. Like, men don't give a shit about a woman's vulnerability. We don't care if you cry or you're emotional or you're erratic, whatever. We understand that's a female. But as a man, if I come to you crying, I got fired from my job, I don't know what I'm going to do. That's a problem.
Well,
We're not the same. There's a reason why you even admit it yourself. I'm not going to support a man. Yeah, you're damn right you're not. But a man will support you.
But you know why? But
Guy,
you know
hold on.
why?
Even your own relationships, every guy that you've been with on paper is superior to you.
That's true.
The Olympic athlete, the musician, etc. They're all way better than you. But why
Yeah.
did they pick you? Because they don't give a
No,
fuck
but
about
that's
your
not
drama.
true, though,
Stop.
because-
Stop. The point I'm trying to make is even the men that you align yourself with are superior to you in every single way, and you pick them, and that's fine.
Oh, actually,
Well-
they picked me, so no.
Bruh. Look,
I picked my man and he's superior.
He fucked you. That's the difference, man.
Yeah,
Come
no,
on.
he,
Learn
but
the
yeah, but
difference.
he sought me out, and I said, okay.
Yeah.
So yes, knowing
Yeah.
what situation I was in,
So you made a choice.
Hey,
Yes,
listen,
I made a
hey, listen.
choice.
all I'm trying to explain to
and
you
half the
is
time I didn't know what he was superior or not, or what he did,
what
so I
all
didn't
I'm trying
know.
to explain to you is
You knew, man. You
all
ain't
the
stupid.
men
No, I
that you were
didn't.
with
Come on, man.
overcame and went through trauma to become the men that they were. One was an Olympic athlete, another one's a multimillionaire musician, etc., real estate investor. But they didn't give a shit about what you bring to the table, did they?
Yeah.
They probably don't. Matter of fact, one of them funded you to get to a position where you can rise up as well.
No, he
You-
didn't.
You said it earlier.
40,000 in the studio.
That I wasn't able to use. So who was he funding?
because
His
you didn't
ego
wanna
or
use
me?
it.
No.
I
You said that because
no,
he had
because
different
my
engineers,
engineers, the people
right.
who I work with, that I've been
So you
working with for
chose
the
not
past
to use
10
it.
years. No, because if I'm working on something, I need the people who I've been working with. You can't just choose to do that. Oh, I'm gonna do
At the
this
top of the
and
podcast, you
then
said
forget
you
about
made a
everything
40K
that you've been
studio for
working
you.
with.
Now you're saying you didn't use it.
That's not what he said. What he said was that he's been above and beyond to go for you. Like, one of the things that you guys said right now that doesn't really make sense to me is earlier you said that the reason why women suffer is because men aren't providing and aren't doing whatever. That proves right there that a man suffers more because he has to do double the work.
No, what
he has
I'm
to now
saying is
provide
that
for
men
you
are
and do
not.
this.
It's men are just not the only one. I feel like personally the dynamic is a little off. That's all I'm saying. That I feel like it's not the same because back in the day, yes, a woman was meant to stay home, take care of the kids, and yes,
She
you
still
guys
is.
did rightfully
She
suffer
still's
more.
meant to do that.
That's not true because
Yes,
how many
huh?
Oh, it's
single
not true?
women are
Yes,
there
yes,
that
huh?
they have kids, the father left, and now they still have to provide and take care of their kids. So now they have to do
They
both.
picked the wrong
So
man,
no,
though.
they
Yeah,
don't.
they picked the
Yes,
wrong man.
but it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. That's not
Happens,
true
though.
though
They
because
picked the
you
wrong
don't
man.
know who
That's true.
someone
Again.
is.
Yeah, but that's
You don't
life.
know who
Life
Then
someone
you
is
shouldn't
gonna
be having
be.
a child with them or
Again.
laying up with
But
them if
that's
you feel
life.
that way.
Life happens though. You have to be.
Yeah, but that's
you
not
have to-
Life
realistic
happens
in
It's not
because you don't make
realistic.
your choices.
We can say
women
all of
don't take
that.
accountability, bro. You chose
Thank
to lay
you.
up with that man,
Thank
and he
you.
wasn't shit. And now you're stuck with a kid, and
Hey,
you're
ain't
single,
shit,
bro.
And it
Okay.
sucks.
Like,
and-
it
You know
sucks.
how many men
But
get
what I'm
with
saying is
Take
take
all the
accountability
men in
for
this
it. Take
room. You're in a
accountability.
you're in a
shit.
successful relationship. You
Okay.
guys are equal. She gets pregnant and you get scared. You're gonna tell me that that man in that situation getting scared, a little nervous, doesn't mean that he's not gonna provide. But that little bit of uncomfortability doesn't make a woman uncomfortable. So if I choose to leave you or to still be with you because you're scared, because you don't know
Scared of
what
what,
the
though?
future, you don't know. That's why I said that
I do
we
know.
put everything as men and women, but human beings is when you're faced an animal, when you're faced with something that you're uncertain of, you don't know.
We're
answer
not
that.
the
Just
same.
answer that.
We're not the
I'm
same.
just
You keep
saying.
saying human beings, like
I'm
when it
confused.
comes down to like the whole we
But a
bleed
human
and we have.
being is a
Hold on, let me
human
make a point real quick.
being.
Hold on. No, but you are trying to make us fused. It becomes one when you have a marriage. Let me finish, babe. Let me finish. Everybody lets you talk. Let me talk.
Hey, she ain't lying.
Listen, I'm just being real. At the end of the day, you become one when you are married and you have your partner. That's what makes you whole. But aside from that, we are not the fucking same. We're not. We literally, women, when they have sex, we release like a certain chemical that makes us fall in love. Men aren't like that, bro. He has to love you before he fucks
So
you.
what I'm saying is that every
It's just
person
what it
is
is.
entitled to their person.
No, it's just the truth. There's a fact
God
and
made
there's-
anger. He made sadness. He made happiness. That is for every
made
person. It
hoes?
doesn't matter whether you're a human being or whether you're a man or a woman. Every human being.
What point are you
both
arguing right now?
feels-
Hold on. What point are you arguing
That-
right now?
human.
because she said no, because she
Hey.
said that I said we're the same. What I'm saying is not that we're the same. I said every human has a right to be a human.
Agreed.
That's it. I
But
didn't
we're
say that
different,
men.
though.
Of course, men and women are
But
different.
hold
One
on.
has a penis, one has a vagina, one inserts, one takes.
It's not just
I
about
definitely
that,
believe
though.
that.
It's deeper than
Context,
that.
the relationship, what happens when you express yourself to a woman? Yeah, I'll give you an example. A man that's vulnerable, goes to school with other women. He likes a girl. She says to him, Jimmy, you're cool. Let's just be friends. He says to her, look, I love you so much. I like you a lot. No, Jimmy, we're just friends. Goes to class, back to school, goes on. Jimmy sees her with somebody else. Jimmy gets mad. What was Jimmy? Vulnerable in the first place. Jimmy says, you know what? Fuck this shit. I hate my life. Goes home, picks up his father's gun, goes back to school,